Good afternoon. Welcome to the November 17th agenda planning meeting. I will now call this meeting to order. I will ask those in the audience to silence your phones. This meeting is being recorded for the accuracy of the proceedings. The agenda planning meeting is to set the final agenda for next week's board meeting. There will be no votes taken on a suggested agenda item at this meeting. Board voting and approval of agenda items will only occur at next week's board meeting. At this time, I'm going to ask the board members and the general manager to introduce themselves. And today I will start with Irene D'Alicio.
Irene D'Alicio, Director.
Don Hicks, Director. Frank Gould, Treasurer.
Roger Beagle, President.
Jay Zawaski, Vice President.
Mike Jensen, Director. Steve Nolan, General Manager. Thank you. Since this meeting has no real audience except for the necessary management and 2 committee members, I will try and explain the agenda items as we speak. I would like to recognize the management that are in attendance today and say thank you very much for what you do for our community, and that this board is very proud of all the managers that work for our association. Thank you. As we go through the agenda today, the board members will be asked if they need additional information or have any questions or need clarifications on an agenda item. Hearing no responses from the board members, the item will remain on the agenda for next week's board meeting. Once questions or comments are completed, I will then ask if this agenda item needs to be left on. I think I said that. Duplicated myself. Sorry about that. Let's take that off the table. Okay, we're heading to the next page. All right, let's go to the agenda. First of all, Hank is not with us today. Hank has informed me that Frank will be the lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance next week, so we'll leave that on the agenda. Next on the agenda is to approve the October 30th board meeting minutes. This has been distributed to the board members. Are there any questions or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, I will leave those on. Next is to the October 30th annual budget meeting. These minutes have been distributed to the board members. Are there any additions or corrections to be made?
Is that the 28th?
Yeah, 28th, isn't it?
Did I put the 30th, didn't I?
Yes, it's the 28th.
Okay, that's number 2. For those of you that are counting. Okay. So you don't have to change the minutes, we have to change the guy that's reading the notes. We will leave on the president's message. We will have an employee of the month. Frank Gould, will we have our treasurer's report?
Yes, we will.
Okay, next would be coming up as committee reports. Architectural Compliance Committee, Bud Jensen.
I will have a report, President.
Very good. And the election committee, either Brian or Irene, will we have a report next week?
Yes,
Yes.
we're meeting tomorrow, as you're aware, so I can have a report.
Very good.
Next week's meeting, yes.
Okay. The committee meetings have been canceled until further notice. There will be no other committee reports given to the board. Next comes project reports. It would be Palo Verde restroom renovations. Steve Nolan, do we have a report?
Yes, I'll have a full report.
And then you get to follow that up with a management report.
Yes, I'll have a management.
Very good. We'll leave on director's comments. We are now down to capital reserve, capital replacement fund request. This is your tab number 3. Management recommends the resurfacing of the entire 6,200 square feet of the Santan ballroom floor. The wood is to be sanded down to bare wood and have 3 coats of sealer applied. There were 3 bids received: artisan wood floor for $23,500, and Zonia hardwoods for $25,050, and performance surfaces for $28,380. Management recommends a low bid from artisan wood floor for a total of $23,500. Board members, do you have any questions, comments, or need clarification? Marshall, I have one. Jim, you may be able to answer this also. My remembering that we've done this before, can you tell me about the approximate year that we did this before?
2012, 2013?
Okay, so we got 7-8 years out of that floor.
Right.
Very good. So we leave this on?
Yes.
Yes.
PV gate fund, there is none. Capital improvement fund request, there are none. Voluntary contribution fund, there is none. Palo Verde restroom renovation, change orders would be none. We are now down to old business. 3 items were placed into first readings last month, and they will be the 3 items under old business. First one comes to tab number 4. This is to approve the reciprocal agreement between Cottonwood and Palo Verde and Iron Oaks. I can read through some of these explanations, but this is a reciprocal agreement that has been put together by the general managers and the board of both communities. And if I remember correctly, if you tell me, Steve, Iron Oaks has approved this.
Iron Oaks has approved it, and pending our board's approval, they would like to have a signing ceremony and sign it.
Good. Okay. Board members, are there any questions, comments that you need about this reciprocal agreement? Hearing none, I will leave this on the agenda. Next is our tab number 5. This is to approve changes to board policy 7-60. Has to do with pickleball regulations. Board, do you have any comments or questions or clarification on this item? Hearing none, I will leave this on the agenda. Next is tab number 6. This is to approve the changes to board policy 8-02A, facilities use, other amenities. Board members, are there any questions or comments or clarifications? Hearing none, I will leave this on the agenda. We're now down to new business. First item is tab number 7. This is to approve the timing of events for the 2021 annual board election. Board members, are there any comments, questions, or clarifications?
I have one, Mr. President.
Okay,
The timing of the ballot and documents to printers and the timing of mailing of the ballots. There's 10 calendar days between the two. Is that enough time, considering that we will have the documents for voting on the bylaws?
good point. I'm going to refer to Patty Johnston, and she's nodding her head yes, and
I've already checked with the printers.
you already talked to the printer,
Okay,
so that should clear that up. Thank you, Patty. Any other questions? Hearing none, I will leave this on the agenda for next week. Next is tab number 8. This is to approve the recommendation for the Board of Directors to proceed with a homeowner vote to amend and restate Sun Lakes Homeowners Association Number 2 Incorporated bylaws. This is a legal document that must be voted on by homeowners. Board members, are there any questions, comments, or clarifications? Hearing none, I will leave those on. There is nothing in first readings. That brings us down to any kind of closing comments. Board members, are there any closing comments that you'd like to make? The 2 committee chairs? You're okay?
Thank you.
Okay, very good. Thanks to those of you today that were watching on live stream. We wish to all of our homeowners to remember to wear your mask and maintain social distancing at all times while in the public and while using the community amenities. Please be safe, stay healthy, and tune in next week board meeting. I want you to all understand that next week's board meeting is on Tuesday, the 24th at 3 o'clock. This is outside of the normal Wednesday, okay? Tuesday, November 24th, 3 o'clock. No other comments? This meeting is adjourned.
All right.